Today, I'm going to be building a Halloween mood station in Bloxburg. If you didn't know, every new season I like to change up my mood plot, and I love to go way overboard with it. Even if it means my bills are a little bit higher, I think it's so much fun. And so since it is the spooky season, it is about time I change my moods plot to a Halloween theme. So usually what I do for a moods plot is I usually take about a corner, usually this corner here, take a little section here of the whole plot. And I'll put a little tiny house that can boost all my moods, and then I'll put a spot for my car, and then a little baking station as well, so I can bake any of the seasonal foods that are around. And so the theme that I want to do today is I want to make a haunted mansion. I'm thinking the very classic, basic haunted mansion, like the kind of style you think of when you think of haunted mansion. I definitely think that's what I'm going to be going for. I will have to make it a little bit bigger than I usually do, but that is okay. Probably want about this size with a little bump out here. And this will be the first story, and then I want a little tiny second story up here. Just like that, I think is good. And then for the top, I was hoping to have like a giant chandelier hanging down, but the only way to do the roof facing this way is to do it this way, because if I were to try to place the roof just in this 1x2 here, it will unfortunately only point this way, which is not what I want. So we're gonna have to go with a closed up ceiling. So for the top roof here, I will just use a mansard roof and just bring this out a little bit. Like that is perfect. That looks like a haunted mansion already. I am so excited to get working on this. The next thing we want to do is I kind of just want to plan out our area here. So then go ahead in with some fences. Obviously gotta go for the spooky fence, this brick post fence. Bring this over this way. We'll probably have our car right in here, and then we'll have our baking station over here. So you know what, actually, before I place that fence, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of plan out a spot for our baking station. Let's just say our car is right here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do for that, but to stick with the haunted mansion theme, I was wondering, what if I could make a mood station out of a graveyard? So like if this was the room, let's say we had to work in, which should be plenty. I probably will not use all of this. But before I go any further with the idea I have, I want to at least make sure it works, because I'm not 100% sure that I'll be able to do this. But I'm thinking if I take a cube that I resize all the way down, then place the oven on top of it, will it let me transform this? It will not. Okay. But what I can do is if I bring this cube down, and then in here in the basement, place that on there. Okay, a little too far down, but I might be able to just move this so that the oven just barely peeks out of the ground. I'm thinking if we go ahead and grab a gravestone and place that there, maybe with some dirt piles, to kind of cover up the oven. Something kind of like this. Can I still use the oven? Yes, I can. Awesome, so I can totally like bake stuff in the grave. That's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with this idea then. So then we have to decide how many ovens we want. I usually don't need more than 6 ovens, but if we have room, might as well do a few more. So that's 6 right there. We could easily do something like that. We can make a little kind of room here for the fridge, and then all around this we can place ovens, and maybe even have like a total of 9 ovens. Wouldn't be all that bad. And then we'll have a pathway there. Here we'll have our car. I have an idea of what I can do here with that. I think that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and place our fence then. And there we go. We kind of have the basic outline of our moods plot. I say we start with the baking station. That's the easiest thing to do. Let's get that out of the way, get that done. And then we'll head on to the more detailed stuff. So for this building here, I will just use this flared mansard roof. Place it like that. Yes, that's good. We also want a little bit more of a fence. I kind of think I want to separate this area off a little bit. This is looking alright so far, not too bad. I think I'll go and grab this board bullet. I think this is the car I'll use during the Halloween time. But we definitely need some trees now. Let's definitely add some trees. We're obviously going to go with some pine trees, as well as some dead trees, and some bare trees. And I'll just add a few of these dead ones around. And then we have these pine trees. Definitely want to give them more of a dead look. And then we'll just do varying lengths outlining this graveyard here. And we'll also go ahead and put some around this haunted mansion here. I realized I should have actually put that out more that way, so that we could add trees on this side, but you know, it's already done, that's okay. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and move it over a little bit. Okay, finally done. Everything has been moved over. I finished the trees on the edges. Now let's kind of decorate this graveyard. Let's make it look a little bit more spooky. Obviously, we're going to want some dirt piles around all of these gravestones. And then we're also going to want some skeletons around. So maybe back here we can have some skeleton feet. And actually I probably should have done that before the dirt pile. We obviously want one skeleton head coming out of the ground. Oh, we also totally forgot about these. It wouldn't be bad to use some rough autumn trees, as well as some of those spooky trees. Where are they? Yeah, right here. I want those spooky bushes. Let me get some of this stuff out so I don't forget to use it. So let's see. Can we... I want the dead trees. So maybe we just put this like over by the mansion or something. But we can definitely fill in over here some of these gaps with some spooky trees. We can go ahead and add some spooky bushes around as well. Next thing, let's get out some pumpkins. We're definitely going to use quite a few of these, as well as some jack-o'-lanterns. And recolor them, of course. Can't forget that. Definitely these need to be recolored. And I love that we can rescale them, because then we can have massive pumpkins. Still is one of my favorite things about last year's Halloween update. Another thing that would help is some fog, so let's go ahead and add that real quick. There we go, much better, and then we also need some fog on the ground. So we'll just grab some of these fog machines, and then to hide them up, I will go ahead and grab a cube, one of the ones that we put in the basement already, and then I'll put these fog machines on top of the cubes, and then I can just copy and paste and put these into the ground or an object, whatever. For example, this pumpkin, very nice, and you can't even see the smoke machine. Okay, so much better. We have smoke everywhere now. That looks so nice. Next thing I want to do is I want to make a path. I want to make a path leading up to this building here. And so I'm thinking what I could do is I can head into gardening, grab this large stepping stone, and then if I just place a couple of these down, I have an idea of how I can make this look a lot better. Then I take these dirt piles, but I color them the same color as the grass, and then put these around like this. I think that looks pretty cool, and then change this material to like a brown cobblestone is what I'm thinking. You know what, that is not at all what I meant to do, but it's also not that bad. I think I might just keep this actually. Now we gotta do some of the last final things we need. One of those is bushes. We had some spooky bushes already, but now we just need some larger bushes. Ones that we can resize to fill up the remaining area. And then I'll just go around with some more bushes, some grasses, fill it up, add to the landscaping a little bit. I don't think I want to add much anything else. It's already very condensed, very cluttered, a little too much maybe, but it's because I wanted to fit all of these ovens in a tight, small spot. So that is okay. So one of the last things I want to do is I want to add some bats. And how I'm going to do this, I'm going to take a basic shape. I will take a transparent cube that I size all the way down, and then I will head into the special category and grab this bat's wall decal. I'll put one on the front side of the cube and one on the side of the cube, so that way it looks like you have a cluster of bats flying in the sky. And then what I'll do is I will take the transform tool and just move them into the sky. Copy that, and I'll do it a couple more times. Perfect, now we have some bats flying in the sky, so when you walk down you see the bats. I think it's pretty cool, I like that. And then actually I do need to add a couple more things. Because, you know what, I realized it's kind of a graveyard. We kind of need at least one spider. We could also use some ghosts. So I'm going to grab one of these happy ghosts. I'll take a ghost witch as well. Maybe this sinister pumpkin man. And I think that is definitely good. Anything else would just be way overboard. So let's go ahead and place these around. Like obviously we can place a ghost right here. Awesome. Let's take a spider. We can kind of fit a spider right here. I don't want it to be as big though. I kind of want a smaller spider. For the sinister pumpkin man, I think right here is a pretty good spot. And then lastly we have this ghost witch here. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to do the old way of doing things. We take a cube, I scale up the cube, I grab a carpet, and then I take our ghost witch here, put it up there, and delete the carpet, the basic cube, basic shape, and then I have a ghost witch flying in the sky. Okay, now we've definitely done a lot, but there's one more thing I've got to do, is some lighting. I'm thinking these glooming lanterns could be good. We just add a few of these, but then the colors, maybe we do like a purple one. Yes, but that light purple, that actually looks really nice, and we add another one of these. Oh yeah, that definitely adds to this so much nicer. I'm going to change that back today, and let's color this building. We need to work in here now. Just gonna color all the walls and the roof concrete, and then I'll go ahead and grab a door, probably just this elegant door here, and maybe color it concrete as well. In here, let's go ahead and add a floor, and then of course our fridge, which I kind of want to make this a little bit nicer. So like I have an idea. If we take a fridge, we also need some counters in case we need to cut anything, and then I'm thinking we can add some pretty cool detail in here. For example, definitely a cauldron, although maybe that goes over here. Let's also head into basic shapes, because I'm thinking we can maybe do something with a cylinder. I kind of have an idea in my head. I don't know if I'll be able to make it work like I'm thinking, but I'm gonna try it. Something like this, maybe. We could do something with this. There we go. I kind of like this look, although it's now kind of in the way of the door, but maybe if I move this over a little bit. So I kind of finished this building off camera on accident, but here's what it looks like in the end. I kind of just played around with some basic shapes and just some random ingredients, some potions, some spell books, just some decorations so that this room with the fridge isn't just literally a fridge. Now it's time to start with the haunted mansion. So the first thing I obviously want to do is I want to color everything. I'm thinking of just going for these asphalt shingles here, maybe give them this dark stone gray color. And then for the wall, I think I want to do these wood planks. Next thing I want to do is I want to head in with some wall trim, maybe with this wood texture here. Yeah, it just gives that a little extra detail. Okay, now I want to head in with the door. I think the best door we have for this is this elegant window door here. So I think I'll go ahead and use this. Change the colors, of course, though. I don't want it to be so red. And then I want to grab some windows, just kind of like the basics before we start decorating. I'm thinking this curved window is the best looking window for the Victorian style, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. One window on each side, and then I want to add one window here at the top. Maybe this triple curved window, just slightly larger than these two small ones. So now that we have the basics there done, I think it's time we start on some more of the detail. So like the first thing I obviously want is a path leading to the front door. I will make the path the same way we made it over in the graveyard, and then I want to continue this path at the graveyard over to connect to this path. I also want a doorbell, yes, this elegant doorbell right here. And then I think just to get all of the exterior done, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and work on some of the gardening and landscaping around. Okay, I did some landscaping, definitely went overboard. I did not need to do all this, but I did anyways. And I like how it looks. You have like a little pumpkin patch here and then one jack-o'-lantern. Of course, had to add the new bike. I also added this witch here with the cauldron, some more lanterns, very nice. Now we need to add some actual detail to the home. One thing I do want to add is this fall welcome mat that we just got. And then now I think about it, I also want to copy some of these bats over as well. So then I think that is pretty much it. It looks so good so far, but now we need to head inside and actually make the mood station. Let's go ahead and get all the things we need first. For example, for hunger, we need a fridge. For fun, we want a TV, and as much as this TV here would be so cool, we want a TV that gives us a lot of fun very fast. That is the point of our moods plot after all. So this TV right here, the iWatch TV. Then we need a shower for hygiene. It looks like this sleek shower set boosts hygiene the fastest. And then lastly, we need energy, but you get energy when you are taking a shower. So we don't need a bed. Instead, I think while we watch the TV, I want a chair. That's how I usually do it. Okay, so it looks like we have two options. We either have a recliner or the tufted sofa. And well, one is obviously smaller than the other, so we are going to go with the recliner. Okay, so now we have the items we need. Now let's kind of lay everything out. So here I think is a good spot for the fridge, and next to that, I usually like to put a clothing rack, because this is usually where I will change my avatar as well. And then right here is the perfect spot for this TV. And then we can put this armchair like sitting here. Although, you know what, I just realized I totally forgot we need space for that shower. There we go, I think that's better. And maybe instead of a door, I do this window frame here, and then I put a curtain. We'll go and put this roller in here for some actual privacy, as well as this clear curtain. And then of course we need to actually add the shower back, and to light a fence to prevent water from flooding inside the house. Let's add this elderly ceiling lamp in here as well. And now that the shower's done, let's go ahead and add some more decoration in this main area here. Because this is where things get real fun, especially with all the new items we got. So let's go ahead and start right here in the closet. We need a shelf. In decorations, go ahead and look for the towels. I will grab some rolled up towels and some of these stacked towels as well. And I colored those some really like old like fabric colors. Doesn't look great, but that's also kind of the point. And then let's go ahead and grab a painting. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and add a bathroom mat right outside the shower here. I mean, I don't know a whole lot to add. We don't necessarily have a ton to add. I'm thinking we can add some sort of entryway here though. Since we have the room for it, might as well. We can take like this industrial bench here, and then this classic hat stand, and an umbrella stand. And then I'll grab some more decorations like a painting right here. Could definitely use some slippers. And just to fill up the space here, even though we do already have a hat stand, let's go ahead and get a hook rack. And then the last spot we have to decorate is this area right here, which we have some extra space for, so I'm wondering what we should do with this area here. I'm thinking when I get some food out of the fridge, maybe a table to sit on when it hurts since we have the space. Oh, actually, before we do that, I totally forgot. We need pillows. We need to add some of these new Halloween pillows. I actually kind of like just the jack-o'-lantern pillow. I kind of like how simple that looks. So then over here, tables. Back to what we were doing. We don't have room for a big table, but we could use like a coffee table. And here we can have the brand new porcelain pumpkin jar that just looks amazing. We can also grab a bowl of candy, and then maybe some baskets for trick-or-treating. And let's go ahead and add some lights. Yeah, that's very nice. A nice little cozy mood station. I really like this actually. And then I feel like we just need to do something with this, because this just doesn't look amazing. Maybe we could use a cabinet? Yeah, I actually kind of like how that sections this off then. Actually, yes. And then we need something here, but I don't necessarily want to put another painting. So do we have something we can hang on the wall? Oh yes, we have the wreath. Oh, look at that. Actually, maybe we swap the painting here and put the wreath on this wall. Yeah, that looks better. Put some of this garland around. Oh yeah, just look at this. This looks really nice. I am loving this. Oh, and let's also put something to block you from seeing in this window, because we definitely don't want people looking in there. So we'll just take one of these. Maybe the spider. Maybe we can do the spider one. Oh yeah, I kind of like that spider. That's cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a couple finishing touches. I'm gonna fill up this shelf here. I'm gonna add some like pillars around the house. Totally forgot about that. There's a few things I forgot to do that I want to do, and then I will be back with the final tour. Okay, so I'm all finished, and now it is time for a quick little tour. Starting at the front of my moods plot, we have the actual mood station itself. We have this beautiful pumpkin patch here. Absolutely love how it turned out. We have our little mini haunted house right here, and of course just Halloween decorations galore. We have my car here, which I colored white, so it's kind of more like a, instead of just the solid black color that it usually is, it's kind of has a little bit more of a ghost feel, which I think was cool. And then heading inside, it's definitely pretty tight in here, but when you walk right in, you have a little bench here where you can take off your shoes, hang up your jacket, over here too, grab an umbrella. I just like this entryway, it's nice. Entryways are always so much fun to build because they take almost no effort and they always just look amazing. Like just to have a bench with a pillow, sometimes a blanket, some slippers, just it looks so cozy, it looks so good. But for this bench, I decided to just go very simplistic, no blankets, just one pillow. I just kind of like how simple it looks. And then over here we have the closet where I can change my avatar if I'd like. Got some clothes up there, a custom decal, and then over to the right we have the shower, which has curtains, so there definitely is some privacy. But if I were to open the curtains, then you have this little shower in here. Nothing at all, very plain, but that's how I wanted it. I like how the light looks coming through only this curtain, because it totally looks like it's an old light, like it's been there forever, like barely working. I think it definitely adds to it. And then right here we have the recliner where I can sit down, boost my energy while watching some TV. And on this side we have the fridge so I can boost my hunger. And then this table with just some random things, some candy from people come trick-or-treating, a random bag of money, because why not, a massive spider, and once again another custom decal, very nice. And then the garland and the lights, I really like how this turned out, looks so good. And then there's up here as you can see, we have this shelf right here, which is all of the pumpkin Thanksgiving stuff that like I'm just storing away until it's Thanksgiving time. And then right above that we have a bunch of money that, you know, everybody has a closet of just a ton of money bags that you would find in the bank vault. Nothing suspicious, don't worry, nothing going on. Okay, all good. Moving on outside, let's go over to the graveyard. If I open up this gate here and we head on inside, as you can see, a very small condensed graveyard, some pumpkins around, some Halloween decorations, skeleton coming out from the grave every once in a while. Looks very nice, I like it here. We even have the ghosts and the bats in the sky. Just something small and nice, and the best part is that I can actually use the oven. As you can see right here, I can press use, ingredients needed, and so I can actually bake seasonal foods in an oven in the grave. I think that's pretty cool. And in order to get the ingredients that I need and to be able to prepare, cut, garnish, all the things for those foods, we have a fridge and counter inside here in this like little witch's like lair. I think it looks so cool. Absolutely love how this turned out. Tons of spell books for the recipes. We've got some ingredients like a frog, sunflowers, you know, just random ingredients around, jars of ingredients, and then of course the potion bottles. But here I can grab ingredients in the fridge, I can cut them here on this counter. So we have a fully working mood plot, a fully working baking station for seasonal foods, and the best part about it is it just looks so good. I absolutely love how this turned out. It just looks absolutely amazing. And real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like at night. Oh yeah, see, that's very nice. I like it. You have like the mix of the purple and the green and the orange lights. Very nice. And it's kind of dark, it's not too bright. Ooh, especially right there, that is a cozy vibe right there. I love how cozy that is and how that looks. That turned out amazing. And then just the pumpkin patch, the jack-o'-lanterns, and then the graveyard with some more purple. Absolutely love it. And then in here, oh my goodness, and then you get the two eyes for the spooky tree right through the window. I couldn't have planned that better. That is awesome. I could just go on and on about how well this build turned out. I am so beyond happy with it. Anyways, that was me building a Halloween mood station, more specifically a haunted house mood station. I will be leaving the decal codes to the decals that I used in my mood station in the description below in case you would like to use them. I would love to know if you guys decorate your mood plot, if you even have a decorated mood plot, or if your mood plot is literally just a bathtub with a wall, TV, and a fridge. I personally find it fun to decorate a mood plot, and so that when I'm boosting my moods, when I'm baking, I have just some nice scenery around. If you liked the video, make sure to thumbs it up, let me know, and consider subscribing. Have a great day.